Hey, what's going on, everybody? Another video. I don't know what my I guess like within like a week span, or like the most videos I've done in a string, or at least like within a period of time. I feel like I'm starting to get close, or at least surpassing a previous record about the amount of videos I've uploaded within a time frame, like in terms of frequency. But today's just been like a stupendous day. I don't even know what to title. Like, I've been thinking of adjectives to title this video. I just can't think of anything to quite label how wonderful of a day it's been. Stupendous, outstanding, exceptional. I was actually looking up synonyms. I have a hard time with that word. Cinnamon. So words that sound or are similar to other words. Not cinnamon like the spice you use for food. But one of them was Amaze balls, which I thought was kind of funny. Not even that. Not even Amaze balls can describe today. Also, as you probably noticed, because I wear the same damn shirt every video for the most part, I am trying on one of my parents sent me some clothes a while back, and now that I'm getting in better shape and losing some weight. Actually, I've been gaining weight, to be fair. I've actually gone up 5 pounds, but I think a lot of it is just muscle mass. Body fat is definitely decreasing, though. Body fat percentage decreases. But either way, I wanted to try it on. It is pretty tight. Like, I won't show too much, but yeah, it's like, it's a bit tight for my likings. Plus, it's also kind of a little see-through, but I figured I'd give it a try, especially I'm doing some laundry right now. I just wanted to kind of make a video and just like, I don't know, just one of these days where it's like I'm just very grateful for my recovery and for the life it provides. Because today could easily be, homeless or in jail, dead, in the hospital, or, if none of the above, still be at home drinking and just be unhappy with myself, or using whatever substance and just being unhappy with myself, and not feeling much of a sense of purpose in life. Whereas today it's like, I'll break it down. But where today I've actually gone out and done some things, and just kind of reaping the benefits, the rewards of my recovery. So let's see. I actually slept decently last night, which is nice. Not great, but I got some amount of sleep. Then I had some pretty good breakfast. I got some blueberry Cheerios, family-sized Cheerios. I bought 4 boxes yesterday because they were on clearance for $2.50, and I got cash back like 3 or 4 different ways on apps. So that's primarily why I bought them. And they're really tasty too. So I had some good amount of cereal, some yogurt for breakfast. Nothing too substantial. And I did make sure to wake up early enough to work out and go to the recovery cafe. Unfortunately, by the time I finally got around to eating breakfast, it didn't allot me enough time to... Well, it only allotted me enough time to either work out as much as I wanted to, or be at the cafe before 12, before they start serving lunch and doing the announcements. I chose the former. I wanted to get an adequately or decently long workout in. Not that there's anything wrong with going later, but I want to start going earlier, because it is nice. There's usually more people there at the onset of lunch, because some people will be there, eat their lunch and go, or like go to their circle, or whatnot. So it's nice because there's more people there, but it's also nice because it is an opportunity for me to volunteer, because they'll kind of see like who's there to volunteer, how many people there are. So if there's not enough, if I'm there before that, before noon, they could be like, I could be like, oh, I'm down to serve. And again, not like I can't serve after the fact, but I asked today, after I was done eating, and I was just like, hey, do you guys, like, do you need help? Like, do you want me to step in and, like, serve a little bit? And they're just, they had plenty of people, so, because I'm not, like, dead set, like, maybe I misinterpreted them wrong, but there's a few people that volunteered that, like gung-ho on volunteering, where it's like, we had too many people and, like, they were, like, scrambling to volunteer, and it's just like, which I mean is cool, I guess. It's nice to have that, I guess, gumption or that ambition, but like, they were really hardcore about it. It's like they wanted to volunteer no matter what, and I'm just like, okay, sure, like, I don't have to volunteer. So I bring that up because it's like I have that attitude of just like, if they need help and I can volunteer, that's awesome. But if they don't, then it's like, that's awesome too. But I'm pretty easygoing. Like, I try to embrace the serenity prayer as much as I can. It's just like stuff that's out of my control. It's just like, just accept it, accept it and move on. There's really no point in trying to, like, fight or resist. I've tried. I've tried many times. I'm sure everyone else has too. But it's that wisdom to know the difference, because sometimes you do want to try. Yeah, I could just tell, like, my speech is like, I'm more articulate and I'm just happier, and just, I'm sure you guys have been noticing that as well. Yeah, things have just been really, like, my physical and my mental health has really been taken off. Still haven't heard back from that other person that had wanted that did reach out to me, and we did talk over the phone for a bit about his experience with nitrous oxide and nerve damage. I might message him. Maybe I'll give him another few days and I'll message him again, just to kind of just at least check in with him. Not even to be like, hey, let's do that video. Because I do genuinely, like, I do care. Like, I do get excited and care when I hear other people going through similar situations and how they make progress too, because, it's awesome. It's such a scary experience. Typically with nerve damage, you have that, and you're screwed. You might gain some function, but otherwise you're pretty much screwed. Like, for example, paraplegics. I mean, but that's a pretty significant, like, spinal cord injury. Whereas the mechanics of the nitrous-induced nerve damage is a little different. But either way, it's scary. Like, you can't walk, or you can barely walk, and it's just like, am I going to be like this for the rest of my life? So it's cool to hear them and hear the excitement in their voice when they, say, hey, yeah, I'm able to walk, or I'm starting to walk. Anyways, so that just kind of popped in my mind. I haven't heard back. I hope he's doing well. I would like to make a video with him, but, I mean, I understand, people are busy. He might have changed his mind. Not everyone wants to share their story with addiction or mental health. Well, not him for mental health, but, not everyone wants to talk about every aspect of their life. And I respect that, because, there's a lot of people that are judgmental, or there's still a stigma. It's been getting better in society, but there still is a pretty heavy stigma against addiction and mental health. And so either way, I respect that. Okay, moving backwards from my tangent. Nerve damage. Well, either way, it was nice to go down to the cafe today. So I had a really good workout today. I'm still continuing to get stronger and stronger. I have been purposely trying to lift a little heavier for less repetitions. I think that has been helping a little bit, but I think it's just kind of also muscle memory, and just trying to focus on better diet in terms of increased protein intake, and just consistency. Like, I've not missed the gym. I've not missed a day in the gym several weeks now, and it certainly shows. Because again, it's just like so valuable for my mental health alone, but the physical health and the fitness and the aesthetics that come with it are certainly awesome too. I don't need that validation, but it is cool when people are like, "Hey, bro, you look like you lift." It's like, yeah, a little bit, tiny little bit. What's funny is sometimes people, I don't know why, like what compels people to, but usually like once a month, maybe sometimes a few times a month. It's pretty much always guys, which, nothing sexual or anything like that. I don't think there is. Maybe in some cases, not that I care. But guys will come up to me and be like, "Bro, you got some big calves. Like, are you when someone asked me if I was an Olympic athlete, and I'm like, no. But yeah, people will come up and be like, "Bro, you got some big ass calves." And it's like, here, I don't know if I can, no, I don't know. That's probably not going to do it justice, but, or some other people will make comments about my appearance. Which again, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I don't feel like that's not cool at all," or like I don't. It's nice. It's cool to know that your efforts are paying off, and that you look like you're in decent shape. But I don't need that. I don't need that validation, or I don't need that ego stroking. I'm pretty confident and happy where I am right now. On my own, I can provide my own validation. It's just still nice to, get some more of the validation. I'm not going to turn that down. But yeah, so got a good workout in, good chest day today. Then afterwards, went down to the cafe, like I said. Didn't make it before noon, but still made it there, had a decent time. I did stop at Walmart beforehand. I did try to get some more offers. I bought a cash offers so I can complete a bonus. But then I went down to the cafe, had a good lunch. It was chicken, oh my goodness. With the spaghetti sauce, chicken Parmesan. Although it wasn't really chicken Parmesan-y, it was just like chicken, and then there's like scalloped potatoes or like thin potatoes. That's what Joel, the person that was serving, said it was supposed to be. I don't know if it really was. It wasn't the traditional, like breaded chicken and then marinara sauce with spaghetti noodles, and then Parmesan cheese. Either way, it was still good. There's never a bad lunch at the Recovery Cafe. And I mean, it's free food, yeah, you really can't, be upset about any of that. Plus the salad bar, I typically always get a salad as well. So it's nice too, because, you get that's pretty much the only time, for the most part, the only time I eat vegetables. Is the salad bar, and of course that's limited because it's lettuce and onion and maybe some tomato and pepperoncinis, so it's not like any super foods or anything like that. Oh crap, I should have filled up. No, I should be okay. I'm not gonna make this like a long video. But yeah, had a good lunch, had a good talk, met a few relatively new people there. That's also what I like about the cafes, everyone's friendly. There's always newcomers, so you get to meet people and hear some of their story, share some of your story if possible or relevant, and just converse, over food. I think it's just such a cool concept, because food is such a basic need. So, that's a common denominator between everyone. So no matter what your beliefs are, or your culture, color of your skin, your sex, or your gender, your age, we all eat food. So, it brings people to the table and, mixes people up. And I think that's so cool. So I met a few cool people, talked a bit with them. And like I said, I did ask them and see if they needed any help with serving. They were good. The chore board was also filled out when I got there. So, you know, like washing dishes or sweeping, wiping down tables, garbage, bathrooms. People had already signed up for all that. So, again, you know, it's like, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, like, it can't help. Part of me feels a little bit guilty, but you know, if like there's no help needed, then you know, there's nothing to feel guilty about, let alone get upset about. I don't need to volunteer, and it is kind of nice. I was able to catch a bus that came pretty quickly right away. Hit up Safeway and got some more groceries and stuff on my so I can complete my offers. And you know, like milk and yogurts, some staples for just everyday stuff. Those were the offers, but it just works out well when it's actually like stuff I really could use and I get money back. Anyways, came home and then Mike, one of the housemates, from work, they occasionally receive donations, and sometimes he works in an inpatient facility, pretty much where everyone else in the house works at, and where most of us have gone through for either detox and or inpatient and outpatient services. But they work in the inpatient kitchens, and they get donations of food, you know, from other places, like Starbucks sometimes will, like if they have stuff that's expired or getting close to expired, instead of throwing it away, they'll donate it to the kitchen. But there's some stuff that they really can't like serve to the patients, or like it doesn't like make sense. So one of the things that they got were apparently a few boxes of protein bars. So he was able to snag me a whole box of protein bars. Milk chocolate salted caramel energy. Oh, I didn't realize there's caffeine in here. Well, I'm not gonna take the time to read that, but interesting. I guess maybe there is caffeine. I need to look into that before I eat some, because I don't want to you know, have caffeine too late in the day. But then also some fun-sized candy bars too, which I know I shouldn't, but it's just like, you know, I'm still not like hardcore about like bodybuilding or fitness. Like I still want to be able to indulge in sweets, or you know, like some pretty big savory meals. I don't need to be strict with a diet. I'm just trying to be a little bit better. So yeah, that, and then I did some yard work, because you know, it's kind of part of our duties as housemates. And I had a shower. I'm doing some laundry. Everything's just like, if I had more than 2 thumbs, I would give it more than 2 thumbs up. But unfortunately, I only have 2 thumbs. Yeah, it's just awesome. And like I said towards the beginning of the video, a lot of this is from my efforts, from putting in the work and being diligent and practicing, you know, vigilance, mindfulness, just really actively working a life of recovery. And it's paying off, because like I said, had I not being sober, I wouldn't be here, obviously, because I wouldn't meet the requirements. So who knows where I would be. And if I was using it, I would be a lot less interested in going down to the recovery cafe, let alone be able to go in there. Wouldn't be interested in working out, wouldn't be interested in doing recovery coaching. So it's cool that my efforts are like really paying out now, because it's hard. I think one of the things that's really difficult in early recovery is just like tangible benefits. You know, it's like, once you, like, the acute withdrawal, it sucks. You know, whatever substance, alcohol and benzos, you know, can be fatal even. But opioids, marijuana, I mean, even stimulants, you feel like crap, you know, in that first like 5 to 7 days. But even then, the post-acute withdrawal, you know, it's not like sunshine and rainbows right afterwards. So, especially compared to, like, you spent like a lot of your life getting high every day. So that's something you're used to. So to not be getting high is like such a foreign concept. And to be frankly, it's like, it's typically more boring. It shouldn't be boring if you want to be successful, and it doesn't have to be boring. But, compared to smoking methamphetamine, I mean, it's just being sober is a lot less, I guess, enthralling. It's not so much of a thrill there. So it's hard to get through that without any other like benefits. It's just like, okay, well, I'm sober and I'm bored and I have no energy and I still feel like crap. All for what? It's like you don't have that. There hasn't been enough time to like really realize the benefits. But like for me, over a year, it's like, wow. So I've not violated my probation or gotten into any additional legal trouble as a result from my mental health or my substance use. I've been getting in better shape. I've been able to maintain some sort of employment with the recovery coaching. This and this and that. So I can look back and there's more tangible benefits in the, 14, well, in a few weeks, 15 months of sobriety. So yeah, I'm just super thankful. One last thing I will say, again, no promises, but what my intention is I'm probably going to try and eat some food soon. Switch my laundry over to the dryer so that way it's available if anyone else needs it. I don't want to hog it, but I would like to stream. I do. I'm feeling pretty confident about like 90% sure I'm going to do a little bit of streaming tonight. What I'm going to play, I'm not quite sure. I know I talked about it. I said Harvest Moon, I think. But I want something with a little more action. So I might actually do Terraria. But if I do that, I'm going to just do it with no mods for right now. Just because I don't want to dick around with trying to figure that out. I just want to kind of get to it. But I think it'd be kind of fun to play some video games and stream. And I think also I just saw someone, well, actually, yeah, it was Jay subscribed. I don't know if he previously didn't or if he has another account, but he subscribed to my channel, my gaming channel, so I have another subscriber on there. But yeah, things are just great. And, I guess what helps is like to recognize that, to embrace like and really savor these good days, because and have proper expectations that they're not every day is going to be like this. Whereas like with my like deep in my addiction, like that was kind of half the point with the substance abuse, was like make every day a good day, like a pleasurable day, limit pain and just maximize pleasure. And, life doesn't work that way. I mean, you're going to have really good days like this, and some days you're going to have bad days where, you don't sleep well, or you miss the bus, or the gym is closed, or the cafe is closed, or, you get food poisoning. It's just nice to be mindful of that and just keep that awareness. So that way it's like I can enjoy these days, but not be like disappointed when, maybe tomorrow's not such a great day. Just keeping that in mind, I think, has been really helpful for myself. So, yeah, I think I feel pretty good about, about all of that. So, yeah, food, laundry, video games. I do hope to continue to keep doing YouTube videos. Again, I don't know. This is just off the top of my dome. This is like just spontaneous. Like I don't have any plans per se, like for specific topics, but hopefully I will be inspired or come up with some ideas for some specific topics to talk about in video. So that way I also have direction, and you guys can kind of know what you're getting into. But that's it for now. Thank you guys, everyone that watches and comments, likes, subscribes. I really do appreciate every one of you. It does mean a lot. You know, it is cool. I appreciate that interaction, especially the comments. I appreciate that interaction with everyone. So thank you guys. I will see you guys next time, okay?